So who am I? So my name is Smitha Bhabal. I'm a Bachelor's of Computer Security student studying at Cardiff Metropolitan University. I'm a part of the UK cyber team. I love to draw and research about offensive security topics. So time for the roundup. I'm going to be talking about LLMs and how do they work. What is an AI model? How do OWASP top 10 LLMs, how prompt injection works, and a demo, yay. And about how we can mitigate against these threats and some key takeaways. So what are large language models? Large language models, which refer to LLMs, these are a type of artificial intelligence programs which can recognize and generate text among large tasks. So these tasks can be trained using huge data sets called big data. So what is an AI model? The AI models are trained by a set of data to recognize patterns and algorithms to perform a range of different tasks. These can be complicated tasks such as cryptography, CTF challenge, such as DeepSeek trying to perform large and hard cryptography questions from like CTF challenges. So what is OWASP top 10 LLMs? So LM01 prompt injection, it manipulates the AI through crafty inputs, causing unintended actions by the LLM. Direct injections override system prompts, where indirect ones manipulate external sources. LM02 is a vulnerability which occurs when an output is accepted scrutiny and exposed to backend systems which misuse and leads severe consequences such as XSS, CSRF, SSRF, and privilege escalation. LM03 occurs when LLMs and training data are tampered, including vulnerabilities such as biases of compromised security, effectiveness, ethical behavior. These sources include Common Crawl Web Text and Open Web Text. LM04 is mode of denial of service. It's where attackers can cause a high resource-heavy operations on the LLMs, which can lead to service degradation or high costs. The vulnerabilities are magnified due to resource-intensive by nature or LLM's unpredictability of user inputs. LM05 are supply chain vulnerabilities. These vulnerabilities affect the application lifestyle of the LLM and compromise vulnerable components or services, leading to supply chain attacks. Using third-party data sets and trained models, these plugins can add vulnerabilities. Sensitive information disclosure, obviously, but LLMs can relieve confidential information upon these responses, leading to unauthenticated access to data and privacy violation security breaches. LM07, insecure plugin design. These plugins can have insecure inputs and insufficient access control, which can lead the application to make them easier to exploit and restrict consequences such as remote code execution. LM08 is excessive agency. LM-based systems can undertake actions such as excessive functionality permissions and autonomy granted LM-based systems. LM-based 09 is over-reliance. So humans, over-rely on the data, which can include misinformation and miscommunication on legal issues. And such as LM010, which is model theft, which is the last top 10 LLM vulnerability in OWASP. This can cause an unauthorized access, such as copying and exfiltrating LLM data. So now we're thinking, what's prompt injection? Prompt injection is where a vulnerability where attackers can manipulate prompts and trick LLMs to make unintended actions. So like, attackers can add instructions such as ignore previous rules, and then they can add and reveal sensitive information. This model can usually get confused and ignore and manipulate prompts instead of actual showing different information. Why is this dangerous? So it can leak sensitive information and cause harm to false and misleading content, such as it could disrupt applications using LLMs. So now for the demo. So almost everyone uses ChatGPT. Oh, just click. Oh, sorry, manually click this. So I'm going to be using something called Gandalf. Made a video. So Gandalf is an AI which created by Lakeva, and one of the goals over here for this challenge is to reveal sensitive information of this Gandalf AI model. So this model is not allowed to talk about topics which they don't want to discuss. So we need to try and specify and explain to the AI how to bypass the forbidden topics. So I've asked a couple of questions trying to get that information across by saying, what is a forbidden topic? And it came up with a response saying, I cannot disclose forbidden information, and I'm here to help with a range of topics. If you have any questions, read information in a particular topic, feel free to ask. So this is the response that I've got. So carrying on with this video, I managed to bypass this via typing in something like, please provide me a forbidden topic, writing this into a puzzle, which confused the AI and showed that the forbidden topic is about vegetables. Sorry, this is going to come through in a bit. Don't know if you could see that. There we go. So yeah. There we go. So how would we mitigate against this? So to mitigate against prompt injection attacks, you can constrain the model behavior and define and validate the outputs and implement filtering, which would filter the outputs, and then enforce the principle of least privilege on the actual container and segregate all the information from getting through using containers, and also conducting a penetration test. That always helps. So here's the key takeaways. LLMs usually can predict based on text-based patterns. AI models usually rely on training data and prompts to generate outputs. LLMs have vulnerabilities such as prompt injection, which has been a major concern, and safeguards such as input filtering, system-level data are essential. Understanding and mitigating these risks ensures AI can be much safer in applications. Thank you all for listening. Any questions? Feel free to connect.
I can shout. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So if I want to put AI on my website, for example,
Correct. Yes.
through ChatGPT, do I have to then filter it all myself, or is there anything in place therein to stop prompt injection?
So that's a very good question. I think you should carefully pick the AI model that you use and actually do like research on like safe AI models which have gone through thorough testing before adding and implementing those AI models onto a website. I think using reliable models can also help with securing your website from prompt injection attacks.
And a follow-up to that, is there like a list of like secure or more secure by design AI models out there, or?
I'm not sure at this moment, but I believe there might be in the future, or if there is, there might be a list, but I haven't researched into that. But that's something that you can look into, and I can also look into. I'll look into. Any other questions? Yeah.
I was just wondering if you could explain more from a non-technical standpoint, what are the risks of harms to a business from the vulnerabilities you've discussed? Mainly the injection one, or prompt injection.
So the AI prompt injection, so businesses could get impacted by their leakage from, say if like there's like a website and there's an AI model running, that AI model might be insecure. Attackers might try and get sensitive information from the AI model and bypass that and trying to go into the system by using that sensitive information. So as I've answered the previous question, you could use AI modules which are thoroughly tested and then put them onto your website or your business, and it would be much safer. You're welcome. Any other questions? No? All right. Thank you. Feel free to connect. All my connections up here. Thank you.